Yo, what's going on out there, fight boy? This your boy Money back with another one with my bro Jay. And we're in this bitch ready to talk this Crawford and Benavidez and this Shakur. Let me know what's up, Jay.
Yo, what's going on, Fight World, man? We back with another one on Monty Brown TV, man. It's your boy Jay Chestnut, man. Mr. Talk That Shit, Mr. 813, man. Mr. Talk That Truth Boxing, man. Holla at your boy. We about to give y'all this knowledge. Let's get it.
Man, first thing first, salute to Terrance motherfucking Crawford for retaining his
Bro.
welterweight championship belt. One hell of a fight. Salute to Jose Benavidez for going in there and won the fight. You know, he wasn't afraid. You dig what I mean? But Terrance Crawford was the same Terrance Crawford. Nothing different. Show that his levels to this shit. Show that he is the pound for pound #1 fighter on the planet. And did what he had to do, man. Did exactly what he had to do. Let him know. Talk about that fight, Jay.
All right, so, man, this fight was, like, it kind of, like, I like the fight, man. I would say, honestly, right now, looking at it, man, correct me if I'm wrong, Monty, like, I think this was probably the most competitive fight that I've seen Crawford in since I've been watching Crawford. I think this is probably the most competitive fight I've seen him in, which says a lot because I don't think the fight was very competitive. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if that makes sense to the world, like, I thought Benavidez did a good job in the first two rounds. He controlled the distance of the fight. You saw him really start to try to work the jab early in the fight. He went to the body actually pretty effectively early on in the fight. I just think as the rounds went on, and it was hard for Bud to find the distance in the first probably 4 rounds, I would say. He struggled to find distance. But I think in the 5th, I started to see him find the distance. And I think one thing Bud was doing early that he can't do against top-level welterweights is when he put his combos together, he was pulling straight back, and Benavidez was kind of catching him with the right hand going out the back door. But I think you started to see in the 7th round, he started to figure out that he put his punches together, then he started stepping around. He put his punches together, then he started stepping around Benavidez, and it started giving Benavidez trouble because he eliminated the counter punching at that point. And I think at the same time he eliminated the body punching of Benavidez by countering over the top with shots to the head, But those body shots, man, I don't think, looking at him, I'm going to always compare him to Errol Spence and how they fight. I don't think he's as high of a volume body puncher as Errol Spence, but I think he's a ferocious body puncher when he goes downstairs, and you saw him break Benavidez down. If you ever want to teach a fighter how to break someone down, I think you can show that fighter this fight, and you start to slowly see Benavidez.
Send me your email, bro. Get you on this thing. Send me your email. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, and you can see him slowly break Benavidez down because those body shots were vicious body shots. You saw the jab to the body, straight left hand to the body. When he curled up in the what you call it when you put both your forearms in front of your head, I can't think of the guard that they call it right now, but he was reaching around that guard with left and right hands to the side of the body, really hard. You know what I'm saying?
The Joe Frazier shit.
Yeah, and you just saw him really break him down, man. It was a great performance, and that uppercut in the 12th was beautiful. Like, that was a masterful. That was a pound for pound uppercut. That's how you land an uppercut to end the night. You know what I'm saying? But great fight by Bud, man. I think he showed everybody why he is the best of the best, the pound for pound king, period. And like I said, I'm a Crawford guy and the best welterweight in the world, period.
One hell of a fight, man. One hell of a fucking fight. Like I say, man, I knew what was going to happen. I knew what Bud was doing the whole fight. But looking at the fight, I didn't like how Benavidez kept dropping his hands like that. Fighting a motherfucker like Terrance Bud Crawford. You dig what I mean? You should never, ever get too confident to where you drop your hands in the fight. 1 minute, shouts out to my little bro, Junior Golden Boy in here. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, what it do, guys? What's up, y'all?
Yeah,
what's up, bro?
You should never in your life drop your hands that many times against a skillful fucking fighter like Terrance Bud Crawford, the pound for pound fighter, the number
Nah,
one pound
you
for pound
can't
fighter
say that,
in
Monty.
the world, and to
Yes,
me, the most skillful fighter
Yeah,
in the
you
world.
can, but it's mental
But
fatigue and physical fatigue down the stretch. You're not supposed to let that happen, but yeah, it does happen. It
hold
does,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, so you should never drop your hands like that, man. I don't care what it's boxing, man. But Bud showed him how
Yeah.
he kept sticking his ass with that jab right in his damn face. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he
Mm-hmm.
went in there playing like it was this and that. But at the end of the day, ooh, I'm alive, baby. And yeah, but yeah, man. Never drop your hands like that in the fight against Terrance Crawford, man. Crawford he too skillful, yo. He too skillful. He gonna take advantage of that shit. Then like Benavidez through the whole fight, like he wasn't making boxing moves, man. Like credit, he countered some good shots and landed
I
some hard
can't wait
shots
to
on Crawford.
analyze this.
And he landed some hard fucking shots on Crawford. I give him that, bro. He's a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez is a fucking warrior. But he took too much punishment
He
and
did.
early on, like I was looking
Mm-hmm.
for him to try to jab and come over the jab or jab and try to counter. But like I say,
No
man,
feints, no
Terrence
nothing.
Crawford, right?
He
Terrence
didn't
Crawford boxing
faint.
skills, man, is
Mm-hmm.
just too superb. But that's what I say. What you talking about, Terrence Crawford? You talking about boxing? You already down, bro. You is not gonna outbox that king, man. You is not gonna do it. Your best bet is to get in there and to try to make him work and to try to get him out of character. You know what I mean? And Jose Benavidez, he was big enough to do it, but like I say, that body work Crawford was putting on his ass, I knew it was gonna pay off down the stretch, man. He kept standing up there trying to go to the ropes. Crawford did not let that man play it. Like Crawford not gonna play nobody game, bro. That's how fucking
Mm-hmm.
like the boy is one of the strongest mentally fighters in the world, bro. Like when it comes to the mental game with Terrence Crawford, he is one of the best in the fucking business. And I'm going to limb and say, if not the best, bro, because the way he just played that boy in that ring, bro, it was crazy. And Benavidez did some good shit, man. He did some good shit, but it was just overshadowed by Crawford doing more, man. By Crawford doing more. And he showed me, Benavidez showed me that he's a bad motherfucker, but he's gonna have to be more active, man. He's gonna have to do more boxing thing because and when a Benavidez fight, bro, he letting his hands go. You know, Benavidez let
Mm-hmm.
his hands go in this fight. In this fight, you got to ask yourself, why didn't he let his hands go? Because it was because of turn
I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna tell you
dipping
that.
out,
Go ahead.
stacking his ass, going to the body. All that shit plays a part, bro. All that shit plays a part.
Mm-hmm.
And Terrence Crawford went in there, man, did what he had to do. You know, landed the best
I
shots,
don't want
got
to
to
hear
the
what Mr.
body,
J
put the
got to
body
say.
work in. You know, got into the mental state. I mean, the mental part of it. I believe he had Benavidez, man, after the sixth round, man. After that, it was on from there. But hell of a fight. Benavidez is one hell of a warrior. And Crawford, man, what can I say about the dude, man? He's a bad motherfucker, man. He's a bad motherfucker. But go ahead, Junior. Go to boy, get your thoughts.
I want to hear what Mr.
Jay
Leo
already
got to
spoke his
say.
piece.
Oh, okay. So this is what I feel, and I'm gonna put my phone here just in case. Look, guys. First, let's say this: when you walk into someone else's hometown for one, you're fighting the longtime champ for two, coming into a new champ at your weight class, but he is an established champion. And when you're dealing with a guy like that, you're already coming in 3 rounds to nothing. Already. You're down 3 rounds to nothing.
Well,
Coming out the entranceway. Number two,
live, nigga.
he came out and he walked.
You're already
He
on
was
YouTube.
right here and he was walking. He was right there walking. He was on Terrance. But this was the problem. He threw a good counter break. He threw a beautiful counter break. Boom. One of the things that I always hear great trainers say is once you walk through a shot like that, you took his best shot. Now, if you stay mentally strong, we're going to see how he responds down the stretch. And you saw that.
Hold on. That was red right there. He chilling with the misses, man. He good. But go ahead, Junior boy. Finish
So
up.
you're coming into this. There is levels. I hate to be cliche, but it's true. You're coming into Omaha, Nebraska, this man's hometown. Your heart's already beat. We said that on Instagram, bro, about your heart already. You lose 10% of your energy just through the walkout, the ring, all the atmosphere, and then you take into account he didn't faint. He sat there and kept doing the poses instead of countering back. He did a beautiful, smart move where he knew that Bud had an extra inch on him in reach, but he's taller, so he changed his height. He had his bad leg, so he leaned forward and went here. But instead of dipping this way, he gave his body up here. But he did go, and when he shot the break, when he pushed forward, he already had Bud going back. He did a smart thing by not giving up ground. But the mistake that he made, he was never busy. And if you already fighting the champion, you already got to think in your mind you're down late. He never continued to work. And then you already got Bud like, okay, Bud, go out. You heard Brian McIntyre tell him, take his shot, counter, look for the counters. Pluck your jab and pull, counter. You started to see Bud, boom, pull, and then counter again. And whatever else he saw, he saw. And then you started to see Benavidez from round 4 up. Pull his cup went from right here to right here. He started pulling that cup up because he started banking the body shot. And when Bud realized, one of the smart things Bud did was Bud was right-handed, came out right-handed, and he was sliding, going C pattern. He was working his C pattern, going to the left. As he was going to the left, he was walking into the brick. Once he switched southpaw and put his foot on the outside, he not only put his foot on the outside of Benavidez, but he turned his back foot a little bit to the left, about right here, and still was here, which means he got a bad leg. So once Benavidez tries to dip, instead of me giving him too much angle to dip, I'm going to put my foot on the outside of his, and I'm going to turn my back foot a little bit here. So when he dips, I can shoot an uppercut, I can shoot a straight left hand, he's still on line. And that took away, that quickly took away Benavidez's break. Only time look at the right hand, he couldn't land his right hands unless Bud was in the pocket.
Unless Bud was in the pocket. There you go,
exactly. Because unless Bud was in the pocket, because you already seen Bud pop, boom, boom, step out. Unless Bud would stay there, go boom in the early round. We're talking about the early rounds, in the middle round.
And I said that too, Golden Boy. I said that too, because I was like, only time Benavidez got to land that motherfucker is when Bud stood right there with him. Because once Bud got on that motherfucker on the move, he couldn't land shit. But go ahead, bro.
And then once he would pull shoot, then he would maybe get a right hand right down the pipe. Then when he ate it, you started to see when they sat on the stool, Bud is breathing like this. Mouthpiece in his mouth. And it was what, round 6, and you see Benavidez, his mouth wasn't wide open, but his mouth was open.
What's going on, bro? I'm about to bring you in, bro.
And they put a cold towel. And then you started to see Bud fainting, like giving him a little double step and then pulling the jab. And the next thing you know, it was a throw. The jab, it was a good jab, but it was a throwaway punch just to get him here.
What's the email again? Dark Cosmo.
He not only shot the jab, but he was shooting the jab as almost a throwaway shot. Because he would shoot it, and then it was rip. Started paying dividends here that slow him down. And then you started to see Benavidez wasn't sharp no more. He started slapping. He started coming over top. And then everything started to slow down for him. You started to see he had no answers. And that's why I said when you get to them championship fights, it's a whole nother magnitude. People, don't get me wrong, it's a catch-22. You do get comfortable in the ring. You do. You grow up in this sport, you get comfortable in the ring, you enjoy, but you still get the butterflies. You still get the jitters. And then when you get to you gotta think, Benavidez has never been on this big of a stage before. Never.
Exactly.
Never. He never even had a 10-rounder on this type of stage on TV.
He never looked comfortable to me, Golden Boy. He never looked
at all. And then he never even been, only thing he's been on is maybe Tecate, which is a great network, but you haven't had at least 2 or 3 or 4 fights at Caesar's Palace or something like that on this magnitude to where, okay, I'm a little more comfortable. I'm good on it. So you got all of that bringing that mental fatigue in. So as you breaking that mental fatigue, your body is wearing down. And then the physical fatigue starts to catch up to it. And now you starting to feel slowing down. And then you got somebody like Bud who has great mental fortitude. You have a lot of great fighters. I'm not going to mention no names, but there are
not
fighters.
The best mental fortitude in the fucking
game.
game.
You got, up there with Ali, up there with Ray Leonard. guys like that who had great Floyd May, who punches. They never cheat their punches, even when they're tired. They stay mentally strong. And when you have a fighter like that, that means that I can hit Bud, which he did. He hit him with 2 double right hands, clean down the pipe. And Bud took it and walked straight through it. So if he walks straight through it, then that means like, okay, not only am I fine, but now I'm going to see if you're going to be able to last once we get to 8 through 12. Once we get through 8 through 12, we're going to see if you still going to be here because we on a whole nother level now. And as he kept banking them body shots, rip, come up top, rip, and he would do a throwaway. Bud would give a throwaway punch. He would throw away the jab. I'm going to shoot a hard jab, but it's just to get your glove up. Shoot it, and he would commit. He boom, 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 and come upstairs, boom, boom, boom. Everything paid dividends here. He would rip every time, and that started to pay heavy dividends for him, heavy dividends. So then as he gets to the later rounds, you see now this, you can look, you can see Bud doing this, looking over there. He would bend over and look and looking at Benavidez.
The later rounds, them body shots was gonna pay off. Let me get back off.
Trust me, Benavidez is pissing blood. Oh, bro, trust me, Benavidez is pissing blood tonight.
Let them know what's up, bro. Get your thoughts on this fight.
What's happening, my brother Monty? What's going on with y'all, man, on the panel?
Hey, man, what's up, brother?
Chilling, big chilling, bro. Great fight, man. Great fight. Hey, it was a good scientific breakdown, man, by your boy. What's your name, homie?
Junior, the Golden Boy. And it's just one more thing I want to say about the knockdown, and if it's okay, and then I'm done. One of the things that Bud did, he kept shooting the hook. He would try to change the angle. He widened it, and he kept pulling. He had, because of his knee, he couldn't pull back. I knew something was wrong with his knee when he switched southpaw, and he couldn't do a quarter step. Because he couldn't do that quarter step, he had to go back, and he had to stay there. So then you notice he was widening his hook. So Bud was like, okay, once he pulls in, instead of me shooting it, I'm going to change the angle and just turn it here. So it was kind of like he turned it under. And when he turned it under, he fell right into it because Benavidez relaxed. And then when you get hit like that and you don't have good knees, your knees are going to give away regardless. And he was done. This fight was more mental than physical, period.
I agree a whole 100%. Because basically you saw Benavidez. He had the physical physique. He was a strong. That's why I say he's a strong motherfucker. But mentally, bro, he just wasn't ready for Bud. But go ahead, Black Question, get your thoughts, my G.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with your boy, man. This guy, I felt like Terrance Crawford, man. He did what he normally do, as far as he take his notes in the early round. He being really intelligent. He just breaking you down, mentally. And then he started breaking you down physically. He was doing what your boy said. He was going down to the body, throwing that shooting that straight left to the body.
Took his right hand from him. Turned southpaw and took his right hand from him.
He was shooting straight left to the body, taking the air out of him, made him tired. And but the thing about it, he had to be kind of cautious because Benavidez was looking to counter with that straight right. So with the straight right, he just like he just wanted to be, cautious, and his corner was telling him, play it safe. And, he got caught in the 12th round with a shot he didn't see. And it was a shot that really Terrance Crawford wasn't really Benavidez.
Okay.
He got caught in that 12th round with a punch that he didn't see, and that was a punch that really Crawford wasn't really throwing in the fight. He was mostly going downstairs. But he saw the whole night. Go ahead, homie.
No. I said, and I was agreeing, and he saw it the whole night.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But Crawford, man, he just very intelligent, man. Like, he didn't even really need the knockout, man. I just felt like he did what he had to do, as a boxer. I'm a boxing fan, so I know some people be expecting to see a knockout every time out. But I appreciate the sport, the ring generalship, the IQ, and he was right there, man. I mean, Jose Benavidez could have definitely, if he was really about that shit, he could have taken advantage of the opportunity of Terrance Crawford being right there, because it wasn't like Terrance Crawford was doing a whole lot of movement. You know what I mean? He was just really kind of measuring the guy and trying to, get his distance together, being that he had a taller guy in front of him. But you know, Jose Benavidez was trying to get in the thinking man game with Crawford, and I already knew he was gonna lose a fight from by round one. I said, nah, you ain't gonna be able to outthink Crawford. You know, I thought he was just gonna get in there and make it a street fight. That would have served him better. But when he was trying to get in there trying to outthink Crawford, I was like, yeah, man, this dude gonna just dissect your ass. And you know, but he had to be cautious, you know what I'm saying? And you know, kind of, you know, pay the respect to Jose Benavidez because he's a good counter puncher, and this guy has been in there with some guys like you know, Porter. He's been in there with you know, some good guys in sparring and all of that. Yeah, Pacquiao and all of that. So he got a lot of experience. So wasn't like a lot of people might say he's a bum and this, that, and the other. And I mean, I hear a lot of people saying some shit about like his knee and all of that shit. I mean,
fine, bro.
What you say?
Messed up.
I thought that knee was fine, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about his knee. I mean, he was able to do certain things. I just felt like he was just real cautious about what was gonna come after that little slow ass jab he was throwing, or after that straight right he was throwing. And Terrance Crawford was able to, you know what I'm saying? He had an answer for everything that he did, but he just didn't have as many gears as Crawford. You know what I mean? And Crawford was able to take it to another gear. And it seemed like by the fourth round, man, he was just in a whole nother level of comfort. You know, he was far more relaxed and comfortable than Jose Benavidez, and I just knew it was gonna be an easy fight. But I didn't even expect him to, you know what I'm saying, stop him in that 12th round. But I mean, either way, I just felt like it was a good experience. You know what I mean? Especially when it's your first defense. Usually, your first defense is a tough fight anyway. You know what I mean? It's usually a tough fight, and I feel like, you know, what better opponent than somebody like a Jose Benavidez, somebody who you know, fighting somebody who you already had bad blood with. You know, this fight was kind of long overdue. They got into it. I mean, I remember when they got into it. He told them to focus on his fight before he not make it to his fight.
Make it to your fight.
You know what I'm saying? And then they finally get to this point. And you know, it's just like my advice to any other fighter that's gonna be fighting Terrance Crawford in the future, man, just shut the fuck up. Just come with a great game plan. Come with a great game plan on fight night, and just be ready for the fight, man. Don't do that extra shit in the weigh-in, doing all that extra talk shit, because that's not gonna work. Trying to get in this nigga head, that shit ain't gonna work either. You know what I mean? You just gotta have a great game plan. And the main thing that Terrance Crawford has, along with his intelligence and his boxing ability and skills, is he got a great corner, man. He got a great corner, and they fight one fight at a time, and they fucking study who the opponent is. And like Bomac said in the press conference, the last press conference, he said, "Man, look, nigga, you ain't gotta fight me. You gotta fight Bud." And I didn't seen your fights. He said, "I didn't seen your fights." You know what I mean? So one thing about it is they watch their opponents, they see what they do, they see what they're good at, what they're not good at, and they come up with a great game plan every time out. You know what I mean? It may not be a knockout every fight, even though he ended up getting a knockout in the 12th round. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like they're going to get the job done. You know what I mean? So only thing that I was disappointed in, I was hoping that Terrance Crawford would call out Errol Spence at the end. That's the only thing.
It's not time.
Everybody's saying that too. Everybody's saying that. But let me get my brother Jay back in here. Jay, where do you go to? Get Jay thought. Everybody, it was somebody else said that too, bro.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here, bro. I was just kind of letting everybody get there. You know what I'm saying?
Regime said it too, but it was a lot of people saying that. But go ahead, Jay. Get your thoughts. What else you want to say about the fight?
Like I said, would y'all? Okay, let me ask this to the panel, man. Would y'all say this was Crawford's most competitive fight that he done had? Because to me, I don't think really a lot of these fights that Crawford done been in, like people can argue about the competition, and people can argue about the level of opposition, but I don't think really Crawford's been in a close fight, low key. Like in my opinion, I mean maybe the Gamboa fight, maybe I guess because he got rocked in that fight, maybe. But
that wasn't even close to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after that point, I thought he dogged Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, me too.
I see what y'all saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I thought this is the most competitive fight, and this fight wasn't competitive to me. If that makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so I think so. Basically, what you saying, Mr. Lee, is like he's making guys that's really good fight, like kind of like the Roy effect, like making those guys, you know, after a certain point of the fight, he's making them look like it's not even competition anymore.
Right.
He's separate. He's showing them it's a different level.
Correct. Because I don't think in boxing, when you start talking about pound for pound, I don't think it's always about who you fight. I think it's about how you look when you fight that level of opposition.
Thank you.
Thank you. Has outclassed everybody he's been in the ring with. Period. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like people who say, "Oh, well, who he done beat?" Man, fuck who he done beat. How did he look when he beat? Like, you can't say some average fighter done gave Terrance Crawford a run for his money. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't think there's ever been a fight where we could say we thought Crawford was gonna lose this fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, when you look at that, man, and like Black Horseman said, bro, like, and that was a good observation, bro. Like, he got a great corner, man. Like, like they know, you know what I'm saying? They know
glad he said
what they're doing. They study their opponent, man, and it just showed, bro. And I don't think it was so much that Benavidez wasn't with the shits, because I think he was, but I think I think him and his corner came in with the idea that Bud was gonna come in street fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, they thought that this was gonna be a dog fight.
That they could catch him like Gamboa caught him. Like they don't have that chance or something.
It ain't the point about they thought it was gonna be a dog fight or street fight. The point was, like Black Horseman say, like I said earlier, bro, nobody is gonna outbox Terrance Crawford in this game, bro. Terrance Crawford, like I say, the man is the number one pound for pound fighter, and I'm gonna say this: the man is the most skillful fighter in fucking boxing, yo. He can take away what you do best. He can adapt to your ass, and this to anybody. Bro. He just he adapt, bro. Like, the dude came on my Instagram talking about, I don't think Terrance Crawford is ready for Earl Spence. You ain't even watching what the fuck Terrance Crawford doing in the ring. Your whole objective is to see, could he not, like, I don't know what the fuck you thought Jose Benavidez was doing to make you say he doing so much to where it's showing like he exposed.
You know why?
Crawford, but hold on, Joe. He wasn't even exposed. Like, he looking at him like he exposed in Terrance Crawford. Dude, like I told him in the fight, this man is not making no boxing moves. Jose Benavidez's whole style is to be his output. He like his brother. He throw. Like, they let their hands go, bro. You got to ask yourself, why this man did not let his hands go usual, bro. Crawford was coming in, and like you say, Black Club, he was getting caught with that counter shot, but it was one hard-ass counter shot, and every time Benavidez hit him with it, he couldn't follow up with shit because he knew Crawford was coming right back with something else, bro. Like, even, like I said, Crawford's body work was so fucking beautiful, bro. Like I said, I don't give a fuck what Benavidez doing, snap that like that shit don't hurt. That shit hurt, bro. And I'm
that shit was hurting that nigga, dog.
He in that
with
motherfucker
8-ounce gloves on.
He going to the solar plex side, coming back up to the top of your motherfucking head, and he kept saying the same. I ain't gonna say it was like the same combination, but you can tell like Crawford hit his ass, boom, hit him to the stomach, come to the side with the hook, boom, come back upstairs with the hook, bam, and then he'd come back. Either he'd jab his ass, bam, with the jab, then go downstairs, bam, then come back with a hook. Bam. I say, man, this motherfucker's so skillful, bro. And all the while he doing that, bro, he got his angle to where he go dodge that punch and get the fuck out of dodge. And that's why I say Jose Benavidez, bro, he should have came forward. But even coming forward, bro, that's why I say he was gonna walk into something. Because Crawford had traps set for his ass, bro. That's why I say the angle game with Terrance Crawford, bro, is fucking magnificent, bro. Like, he was setting traps for his ass left. That's why I say the dude can fight going left, he can fight going backwards, he can fight going to the right, he can fight going forward, bro. Once you got a motherfucker like that in the ring, then he can go southpaw on your ass. Man, the mental statement of that shit, bro. Man, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy because you like, what the fuck can I do and not get hit by this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, usually you'll fight a southpaw, you know, you go to the other side, you can dodge some shit, or you go to the left, you check that way, but you going this way, that motherfucker hitting you with that shot, and it's like, I was looking at him early on, I was watching Crawford fights early on, which I already saw those damn fights a million times, but it just show you how great, like how he adapted that fucking southpaw style and how he mastered that motherfucker, because early on, he was getting hit with big ass shots. And even the commentators were saying, you need to stay orthodox. Like, why is he going southpaw? That's when he get hit with the biggest shots. But practice make perfect, bro. And that man perfected that shit, man. He perfected that shit, bro. And a motherfucker better catch him now. I'm just gonna say that, bro. That motherfucker's a bad boy, man. That's a bad motherfucker, man. Hands down.
And Mr. Monty, I want to say what Mr. Black said. You say he had 3 things. First thing, he has a great corner, and that also goes to the development of a fighter. That not every fighter got to leave his trainer and go to Freddie Roach and go to this guy, go to that guy. There is such thing as developing new great trainers that come along. Second thing, when he switched, he's equally.
Hold on, boy. Listen, bro. We always said nobody said Benavidez didn't land no good shots.
Yes,
we
he
said
did.
he landed good shots. Even Black Horseman just said Bud had to be respectful of Benavidez because there was some pop in that motherfucker. And I seen Bud get hit, and Bud felt that shit. But it ain't about boxing. We're not saying Bud is invincible, bro. We just
no. I didn't say no. I'm not saying that.
No. I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm talking to We're not saying Bud is invincible. Yes, you go get hit is boxing, bro. But if Crawford didn't want to get hit in that fight, he wouldn't have never got hit in that fight. Crawford whole mind was, I'm finna mind fuck you. I'm gonna break your ass down. Then I'm coming to get you, boy. You see when he went to the ropes telling Bud to come out, Bud like, fuck you.
Okay.
Right.
Show game. This is my game, and he made his ass come up off the ropes, bro. Of course, nobody in boxing is invincible, bro. But when you look at Terrance, if any motherfucker say he ain't got the most skill in boxing, you'll be a goddamn lie. Point blank, period.
And to anyone who said that, don't come on here saying stupid like somebody. You talking to 4 guys that really dissect this game, grew up in this game, and watched this game. Everybody knows anyone could be beat on any night. And 2, this is like walking in the rain. You're gonna get wet. You just don't want to get drenched. That's how this fight game works. And the thing about but I already said the trainer thing, but the also thing is everyone want to talk about Lomachenko being, not to go off top, but Lomachenko being number 1. In my opinion, Bud's number 1 because of what Mr. Monty said. Because Bud is equally, if not more, cerebral. All because he's not making it look as flashy, if you want to call it that. It's, in my opinion, man, it's so pretty to watch Bud fight. Man, it's something pretty to watch. Because, you always see people say pretty, they think, oh, it's flashy, look cute. No. He is so cerebral. He is technical. He's a technician. He breaks you, and everything is not wasted. Everything is for a reason. For instance, when he switched out, he's equally good.
Bro, I rocks with you, bro. You always come on the show, but the thing was, we're not saying that he's invincible, bro, because everybody get hit. It's just the point when you see Terrance Crawford fight, man. It's, to me, and it's just me. I don't know about that shit. It's amazing. Like Black Horseman said, I love the boxing game. I don't like I like knockouts, but I really don't like. I like a knockout at maybe the 9th round or some shit. I like to see at least 8 rounds of fighting because you go see what somebody made of. I don't like first round knockouts, that Mike Tyson shit. Knock a motherfucker out. You don't see nothing. You know what I mean? You don't get nothing. I like my money's worth is the sweet signs, bro. If a motherfucker go 12 rounds, I'll be all right with that. As long as it's 12 competitive rounds and you seeing greatness, I'm never gonna complain, bro.
And look at Winky Wright, perfect example. Winky Wright got more love when he was coming up in England, when he was traveling to England, building his record up, because they enjoyed watching how beautiful he boxed and then stopped guys. They love that over there more in Germany and in England more. And how it's set up.
You said he didn't destroy him. You said he didn't destroy him. Are you crazy, bro? You said he walked down all night. Who got walked down all night? Because Bud didn't get walked down. If you call that walking someone down all night, then I'm sorry for you, bro. That shit that he
said what?
Was walking into traps and getting his ass beat. When Bud walked to that man landed 1 shot, bro, and he was mind fucked. At the end of the day,
Monty
Crawford mind fucked that man, bro.
Man, Monty, that's the type of person. That's the type of person that's gonna say, because they saw the 2 right hands that Benavidez landed. Man, if that's Earl who landed, he going to sleep, instead of looking at what we're all saying of what Earl can do and what Bud can do and how it will be. What traps will Bud set up for Earl? What will Earl counter with? Those are the type of people that that do stupid stuff like that, and they want a reaction. So back to us having a good, beautiful roundtable conversation and scientifically breaking this fight down, and we shall continue. And what also Mr. Black said, Mr. Black, like Bud is so supreme, and he's the best switch hitter that I've seen since maybe Marvin Hagler. Like where you see it consistently, like Hagler did it very consistently, and he probably does it just as frequent as Hagler did, and like he's very equal. Like you really don't see. And the thing is, though, he took it away from him. He went here, and you see Bud. He went to the Olympic guard. The Olympic guard is when you see guys. You know, you got the mantis, and you know they was touching glove. When you got the mantis, then you saw Bud go into Olympic, which you see the Marquez brothers do a lot, where you sit like this. And some guys are hot, but some guys will sit like this. And Bud, you saw Bud doing this. Once he saw he was walking, like, okay, he's looking for the brick. And I kind of got a look, the brick, I'm staying away from it, but he's giving him more, okay, I'm going to switch this way. And once he switched sidewalk, he completely took his jab from him. He completely took his brick from him. The only time he could catch Bud with the brick is if Bud stepped in and went for a 4 to 5 punch combination. That was the only time he could. And then by the time it got to the later rounds, he had already, I don't want to say succumbed because Benavidez's heart was there to the end. But you could see the skills. It was a separation of skills by that time. And he took his attributes away from him.
Other boy, hold on. What you gonna say, Jay?
Bro, like that's not entirely true though. What you just said wasn't entirely true. You said the only time he went, because he switched southpaw a minute and a half into the first round. He got hit with all of them right hands after he switched southpaw. But
hey, JG, I agree with you, Dre G. He said he was better switch hitter than Hagler because of his footwork. You fucking correct. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't necessarily that he was getting hit. It wasn't necessarily that he was getting hit with the right hand because of the 4 and 5 punch combinations. It was that when he throw those combinations, he was backing straight up. Really, a lot of those right hands came as a result of him backing straight up, coming out the back door. Like, so he was backing straight up, but you kind of saw in the 7th round, Crawford instead of backing straight up out the door, you saw him put his combo up and he stepped off to the right. And once he stepped off to the right, he took the counter punching away from what's called. So it wasn't necessarily a combo. It was just that he couldn't, with him backing straight up, which is the cardinal sin in boxing, never to back straight up. He allowed Benavidez, who's a longer fighter, to just reach out and punch him with the right hand as he's going backwards.
So he stopped going from here and he started going whop and pulling out and stepping and pulling out the back door instead of whop and stepping here. Right, yeah, you're right. Because that's when he did catch him with that brick that one round. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
All right, I want y'all to get y'all thoughts on Shakur Stevenson. Then we give our last thoughts on Bud, and then we can wrap it up. I got to unplug this internet from my little sister. And
you guys go first.
Jay, get your thoughts on Shakur Stevenson. Jay.
Like I've been telling you, with him, like I said, I put him and Devin kind of in the same category. You know, like I always been waiting for those two to really develop the knockout power, the serious power, and I saw it in Shakur, man. Shakur even physically looked bigger than he was when he, you know what I'm saying, when he first came out. You know, you look at him now, he's physically stronger. He got nice pop. His speed ain't going nowhere. I think it was little minor things that you can work on as far as standing your ground. But I thought it was beautiful what he did tonight. Like I thought it was beautiful. He got great timing. He got great speed. Got great power. Man, he's gonna be a problem at 126, especially if that power is consistent. Like I don't know that guy that he fought. I don't know if that guy's a 20 guy, a weak 10 guy or not. But
he was that man.
Yeah, I know him. I don't know him, but I know him. Yeah.
But if that power is consistent like that, then he's gonna be a problem at 126 because it ain't gonna be a lot of guys that can handle that pop like that. You know what I'm saying? He can box too, and we know that. But it was a great win for him, and I say shout out to Shakur, man, especially showing off that power, man.
Well said.
Black Horseman, thoughts on Shakur?
Man, I think Shakur Stevenson looked spectacular tonight, man. This guy, man, you know, with him, man, he got that kind of a like punching. I mean, this guy he's turned into a power puncher, man. He's racking up his KOs now, and the way he knocked that dude out, like he's one of them. He got that elite kind of counter punching ability where a guy might swing first, but he'll swing after the guy swing, and his punch will land and connect before the other guys even connects, and that guy be out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck just happened? Because he don't even see the punch, because the shit just fire off the piston. You know what I'm saying? So quick. But you know what, man? Like, when your boy Jay just said something about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. When I look at those two guys, man, I compared that kind of matchup like who would win between Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather. Like Shakur Stevenson got that. Shakur Stevenson got that Pretty Boy Floyd kind of style. You know what I mean? Real offensive, like just super aggressive. And then Devin Haney is like the defensive Money Mayweather wizard. You know what I mean? So I don't really know who will win that fight, man. But I think Shakur Stevenson,
Did
he's
you see
definitely the goods.
Did you see them spar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it to Shakur Stevenson, man.
Big
From
fact.
what I seen.
Big facts.
Yeah, man. So I think Shakur Stevenson, I mean, even though it's just sparring, but I just feel like Shakur Stevenson, man, he's just on a different level. Huh?
Now I say Shakur. Go ahead, bro. I'll finish it off at the end. But go
Okay.
ahead,
No,
bro.
I just think Shakur Stevenson, man, he just, you know what I mean? His experience level, I mean, he just he a very intelligent fighter, but he added that aggression and that power to it. You know what I mean? Coming off the, you know what I'm saying, his amateurs and Olympics and all of that stuff. So I mean, I like Shakur Stevenson's style a lot better. You know what I mean? Because this guy is very skillful, man. He got the defense too, but his offense is kind of turning into his defense now. Where like, nigga, you might think you're gonna get your punches off, he'll counter the shit out of your ass, and you be on the canvas. So I don't know, man. Like I'm fucking with Shakur Stevenson, man. I like the way his career is going right now, and I think he is ready for a title shot, nigga, like right now. But you know, I know that you're gonna get this guy maybe 2 or 3 more fights before they throw him in there
Yep.
with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, Golden Boy.
I agree with both of them, but even more so Mr. Black. Like, okay, Shakur, his trainer, I know they train right here, like going up 495 into we sparred there before they at ABC in Alexandria, Virginia, and his trainer is K. Karoma. And you saw Keith Hogan, who be at Headbangers, was right there, and Troy Isley, who's my neighbor, who's with him. They all coming up together in ABC in that gym. And you can see K. Karoma was a really great fighter. He just, like me, got sick, you know, but he's a really great trainer. And the thing that I like, he has transitioned Shakur and all of them. You can see it now, even with Troy and Keith still in the amateurs, transitioning them into being a pro. And now what I've seen from Shakur, he's always been comfortable in the ring. Ever since I saw him when he was little, even when he fought Malik Jackson, you know, that was a good fight in the amateurs. And they're going to probably see each other again in the pros. He started just like the guys in the 80s. I'm fighting 6-rounders as soon as I turn pro. But I want to say this to Mr. Black and Mr. J. Me and Mr. Monty was talking earlier about how he has a cheat code where he's at, like when I was me and Mr. Monty, I always tell Mr. Monty, he always asks me about how it was like growing up in the gyms with Daryl Cole and Sean Miller. You look back on, you kind of spoiled because you have Andre Ward right there at arm's reach. You know, like I had Riddick Bowe, different guys at arm's reach. For me, he has Andre Ward, and he has K. Karoma. He has Clarissa Shields, has all these people right there at arm's reach to tell him, teach him whatever he wants, and it's like a cheat code for the square where you're already comfortable. And what I noticed tonight is he's selling. Remember his first 2-3 fights, man, he ain't got no punching power. Oh, he better get some punching power if he gonna be in this. People was just, man, throwing dirt on this boy so soon. And the thing is though, I said everybody, he's learning how to be a pro. He still ain't fully sitting down on them shots. And look at his last 3 fights, and then look at tonight. He's really sitting down these past 4 fights, heavy on shots. He's already in top shape. Not in shape. He's in top shape. And when you're in top shape, boxing starts to become in slow motion. Like the rounds get real fast, but everything that the fighter do is in slow motion. It's like, I swear, it's like, yeah, and he could, and look at how, the only thing I saw was that he kind of telegraphed it a little bit. He went and he threw it and it was a little wide. He had his hand already here, but that's no problem because it's going to tighten up regardless. He's going to continue to tighten it up. So look at how he saw it immediately, and his hook got there just that fast before, and the guy pulled the trigger before him and threw a shorter hook, and he still got his 3 times there before Simmons got there. So that tells you something, because that tells you his vision, his pro vision, and his setting up skills. He's seeing things before it happens. That's very telling. And in my opinion, yes, I like Mickey Collins. Yes, I like Devin Haney. Yes, I like a lot of them. I like Ryan Garcia. But Shakur and Devin, in my opinion, are the top 2. And I like Lil B-Hop too. We grew up in the amateurs. I watched them guys. Grew up in the amateurs. I watched them guys. I watched them come up. Malik Jackson, all of them. But in my opinion, as much love I got for all of them, Shakur is the most marketable outside of the ring, business-wise. He can box, and he could bleeping fight. That is a marketable kid, and then he got a 1,000-watt smile. Who else did you know coming up was just like that? Ray Leonard.
Ray Leonard.
Exactly. Money can be made, and if you keep moving, like how Mr. Black said, he could fight for a title right now. He could go 12 rounds right now, and he could probably outpoint a champion and get a belt. But why do it? No point. Do exactly what Mr. Black said. Give him 3 more fights. Put him up against guys that's gonna come to fight, but he can knock out late, or if he catch him cold early, whatever, and he keep developing. And he might have more longevity. Don't be surprised he has more longevity than some of these prospects that we're all looking at in his class.
He wanna have more longevity, bro. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
With the Devin Haney situation, like, man, I love Devin Haney, bro. But even like Devin Haney problem is, he going there, even though he a hell of a boxer, Devin Haney throw every fucking thing hard, bro. Like, look at his shots. Like, everything he throw is hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes his ass can get caught up and telegraphed. Like, man, one hell of a fighter, one hell of a fighter. But when it comes to Shakur, it's just everything just smooth, man. It's smooth, and it's like it's like it's supposed to happen, bro. That's why I love this dude so much. That's why I got him as the #1 prospect in boxing, bro. And he will outlast all them dudes, bro. Devin Haney will be the closest thing to him. Mick Collins got his country behind him, so of course he gonna be a fucking star. You know what I mean? That's a whole different type of ball game. He an average, so the average gonna be behind him. But when it comes time for Mick Collins to fight Shakur, that's gonna be the $100 million fight for them too. It's gonna be Mick Collins and Shakur Stevens. But Shakur, man, one hell of a fighter, bro. One hell of a fighter. Skill wise, on a different level. Defense wise, on a different level. Like. And he just getting better and better, man. Like I say, being in them fucking training camps for turns, Bud Crawford, and getting that competitive nature like that, bro. You're already competitive. Getting that turns Crawford competitive nature, bro, and that type of work and that type of workout, bro. For that dude at the stage he at now, it's just the best of both worlds, man. It's the best of both worlds. He gonna be one bad motherfucker in the future, and no knock to all them other dudes because they gonna be bad. They will be champions, but when we talking about longevity, bro, and the man that's gonna be the man, Shakur Stevens is shaped up to be the man, bro. Like that silver medal, that shit people like to overlook that, but he should have been the gold medalist, bro. But
exactly
in Olympic style, he lost, but in professional style, he won. So I understood why they gave it to the Cuban, but. One badass kid, man. Beautiful fight tonight. Beautiful shot. I didn't even expect that, to be honest with you, bro. Like I say, the dude he fought, man, he fought Scott Quiggs. Who else? He fought somebody else. Scott Quiggs, and damn, he fought somebody else, bro. But he went all 12 rounds with them motherfuckers, man. And he only lost.
He never been stopped.
Yeah,
he fought all former champs and never been stopped. I remember him from the 04.
It was Scott Quiggs and Lee Selby. He fought Lee Selby as well, and they couldn't stop him, man. And Shakur went in there and got his ass out. And, what was it, 1 round or 2?
One
round, bro.
Iced his ass, man. Iced his ass. I'm talking about that stuff. And then like the punch that he hit him with, bro, was like the punch inside the punch. Like them turn Crawford punches, bro. Like once you catch him off like that, like catch him swinging. Like you swinging while they swinging, bro. Look at Crawford, bro. Crawford was catching that man while he was swinging, bro. That's how I say, man. That skill level, bro. That shit ain't no joke, man. That shit ain't no joke. That shit is for real, and it's gonna carry over. And right now, Bob Erm know what he got. Bob Erm know exactly what he got, bro. And he want that Mick Collins and Shakur fight to be super big in the future, and he gonna keep building their ass the right way, man. You know, he gonna keep building
He
them the
has
right
both
way.
of them, don't he? Isn't they all both signed him?
Yeah, he got both.
Yes.
He got both.
Okay.
And he got,
Hey, Money, I want to ask you something, man, before shut it down and everything.
go ahead,
Do
bro.
you feel it's a issue that somebody like a Terrance Crawford or Shakur Stevenson chooses somebody like a Bob Arum and roll it with Top Rank as a promoter?
Look, that's why I just went off on a motherfucker, bro. Because like I said, look, this not back in the 90s and that shit, right? Bob Erm know exactly what he's doing with these fighters, bro. He keep them active, and they getting paid, bro. Everybody else pay rate don't have to be a Floyd Mayweather pay rate or this person pay rate. Terrance Crawford is getting millions of dollars, bro, and he comfortable. He comfortable. So if he comfortable, who are we to say, oh man, you should leave fucking Bob Erm after you became the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, the fighter of the year, came right up to welterweight, get a motherfucking championship fight. And let me say this, Terrance Crawford came up to welterweight and knocked out two big motherfuckers. Statement made, man. But to me, bro, for me, no, I don't think it's a problem, bro, because Bob Erm treating them right. They getting television.
Yeah.
Chris Stevenson getting treated like a civil medalist that he is, bro. Got a great team behind him. Andre Ward said, we knew we put him in the right spot with Bob Erm because Bob Erm is going to match you up right. And if you are what you're supposed to be, you're going to have to prove it. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to come to that time to where you're going to have to prove it. He's saying if you what you are, it's going to show, and it's going to be better for you, bro. So my whole thing, look, that's why I don't like knocking promoters and shit like that. Black Horseman, I don't knock boxers. I don't knock promoters. I talk my shit about if they fuck up. They're like Eddie Hearn fucked the Wild and the Joshua fight up. I ain't gonna stop his ass for that. But at the end of the day, I got the DAZN app. You know what I'm saying? I got the DAZN app, so I ain't gonna knock no promoters, bro. Because all promoters got their own selfishness and scandalous shit to them. And if we look at the game of boxing, nobody really want to feed their fucking cash cow away. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the money good right now. Everybody want that green to stay grass. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say it one without the other. But I can't knock them for being with Bob Erm, because Bob Erm, if you look at him, bro, he building his fighters up. He got the fucking the resume. He got the recipe. You see, he's been in the game for so long, worked with some of the greatest fighters ever, bro, ever. And he making y'all stars at the end of the day. So if them niggas happy with it, bro, who are we to say, or this, that, and third? Them just being motherfuckers that like to criticize and like to talk shit and like to feel like they right. Like mother say, Earl should leave Top Rank. I mean, Earl should leave PBC. Crawford need to leave Bob Erm. This person need to leave that person. And then what after that? Then what? Like, come on, man. They be killing me with that shit. But what's your thoughts on it, Black Horse?
Nah, man, you pretty much answered it for me, man. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
But you pretty much answered it for me right there, bro. I don't have no issue with it either, man.
I absolutely agree. But I got a question for y'all, though. Real deal talk. So, and I think I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier this week with Money, man. Like, so now that he got through Benavidez, bro, like, seeing that there is a lack of depth at 147 pounds in the top ranked stable, what do you think Bob Arum does for Crawford next? Like, who do you think is like a realistic possibility for Crawford next?
Even though he says it's a lack of 147 pounds, Crawford been fighting PBC fighters, bro. He fought John Molina. He fought the fucking gold medalist, bro. There was PBC fighters. Listen, Bob ain't got no problem with going out making fights with other promoters, bro. Bob, 80 years old. Yeah. Bob understand the game better than any fucking promoter. Even understand the game more than Al Haymon.
He worked with Don King, for the Lord's sake.
If it wasn't for Bob Erm, it won't be a fucking, I ain't gonna say a Mayweather promotion or a fucking Golden Boy promotion, bro. They using the fucking the fucking top ranked blueprint. If you really pay attention, they using the top ranked blueprint. So Bob don't got no problem going out here making these fights as long as it's make business. And that's why I say I won't knock Bob Erm, bro, at all, bro, because they all the same. But he know that Terrance Crawford got to fight, and he understand it's a welterweight division. And if this motherfucker got to fight over here, I got to do business with him. As long as it makes sense and making money for my fighter and me, I'm all right with making the fight. That's why I say.
Who would you want to see him fight then? How about that?
I don't
We'll
know.
go
I
with
don't know. We just gotta look at the list, at the landscape, because everybody go when we say who you want to see him fight, everybody gonna say Earl Spence Jr.
Earl
Yeah,
Spence.
well,
Because
I'm talking realistic. I'm talking about
that's what I'm saying. Because
realistically,
he's the
Jack.
next
You know what
hottest
I'm saying?
fighter
I
in
mean,
welterweight.
you know what? I feel like when it comes to, see, he's still fairly a new champion, so he got just as
Right.
many. Wait, let me see, not as many. Let me see. Errol Spence got what, 2 defenses, right?
Yeah.
3. I thought. Is it 2 or 3?
Is it 3?
It's two,
It's
I
2.
think.
It's 2.
He fought. He fought
Lamont,
Lamont
Lamont
Peterson,
Peterson and Ocampo.
Yeah.
So this is his first defense. I'm looking at the the boxing rankings right now. He just fought Jose Benavidez, but Benavidez was ranked number 10 in the WBO, but he was ranked number 1 in the WBA. So
Oh,
you got guys like somebody named Castillo Clayton, number 1, Egid,
oh yeah, I've seen
and
him before.
this guy Egid, he's ranked in 3 sanctioned bodies. You know what
Sam
I'm saying?
Egerton. Is that him?
Say
Is it
again?
Sam Egerton?
Mm-hmm.
Is that his
No,
name?
his name is. He got a weird. I think he Russian or something. His name is Egid
Oh,
or something.
okay.
Then Jesse Vargas at number 3, Broner at 4, and so on and so forth. I mean, I actually think that certain guys, man, when you a new champion, you need to take care of business in your sanctioned body if you can't get a unification.
Agreed.
Oh,
And
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
so I mean, I just feel like, yeah, if you can get a unification bout, cool. But if you can't get that right away, take care
Uh-huh.
of business in your sanctioned body. To me, in my opinion, that's truthfully your side of the street is your
That's,
sanctioned body. You shouldn't
that's
leave
facts.
niggas just, what I'm saying, on the shelf. Guys that work their way up their sanctioned body to get a shot at the title, and then you
And
only
their
focus
payday.
on right, and only focus on just unifications. And if you can't get the unifications right away, man, just stay active, stay busy in your sanctioned body, and then you solidify yourself as that champion because you have multiple defenses. You know what I mean? Whether you
That's
got 2 or 3 straps or not. So that's just the way I see it.
that's true. And I like
Yeah, I
that.
see
I
what you're
like that
saying.
Johnny go to the board. That payday. The people work their ass off to get there and fight and get
Yeah.
that's their biggest payday. I agree with that. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah, man.
and also I agree with Mr. J and Mr. Black by also saying like um with Bud, you kind of look at it with the promoters thing. We would discuss, me and Mr. Money was discussing it on Instagram Live, where we were like, he's getting, you see some fighters that may be with a promotion and they'll be like, you see a lot of guys getting treated average or above average, but you got that one guy, and Terrance Crawford is that guy where he's getting all the money, like he's the cash cow, and Bob Arum knows him, and the other boy who beat my friend Mike Reed, I forget his name, but he fights out of Fresno. That
Uh,
guy and Bud
what's
are he fought Emmanuel Lean, not Emmanuel Lean, but Amir Iman after he beat my friend Mike Reed. He like that guy and Bud are like his cash cow. So he's gonna make sure. Say that again, big bro.
Is it Jose Ramirez? The
Yes, Jose Ramirez. Those guys, those are his guys right now. Like, really think they're young, hungry. Those are his guys right now, especially with so many older champions that he had leaving or retiring. Tim Bradley retired. Manny Pacquiao don't want to be there. Certain other guys, so like that's his crop of guys that he's gonna hold tight to and make sure they're taken care of. So with that, he has them. Like that's the blueprint. I got them. They're good. But in county, you got some guys. I've talked to some guys that's from here who are signed to Al, who through the grapevine and told me, man, I ain't regretting signing with Sergen, but man, I wish I was more active like them, man. I ain't trying to be active. Like they treat me like I'm an old fighter, man. I'm 23, man. I want to get my pay. I want to get hungry. I want to fight. I'm getting paid good, but I mean, I ain't trying to fight once, or I ain't trying to fight twice. I should at least be fighting 3 times this year, So that's and that's kind of how they
Man, I
feel.
talked
So
about that shit today, dog. I talked about that shit
yeah,
today, man. Who the fuck is Al, though?
Yeah.
who is Al Heyman?
I mean, I hear about the nigga all the time, man, but this nigga's
Oh,
not.
you want me to tell you?
Y'all know who Al Heyman is? Black Horseman?
I
You
mean,
want
yeah,
me
I
to
hear
tell
about
him,
him all
Mr.
the
Money?
time, man. But it was funny, man, because I heard Bob Arum said like, maybe he a fictional character because don't nobody see him.
Yeah.
But and these guys, he's not making these guys these PBC fighters fight each other, and these guys are fighting once or twice a year, And like you just said, a lot of these guys wish they was more active. You know, they may get paid good. So, you know, you can't shit on somebody like a Crawford or somebody like a Shakur Stevenson or somebody who's maybe signed to like Matchroom or something like that, and they getting
And
multiple
Jay
fights.
Prince.
You know what I mean? You know, getting multiple fights, and you know, and with those multiple fights, they're getting multiple paydays, and you know, all that stuff. So it's like, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
people, you know,
I make a video on Outlast explaining everything he is and what he do.
Oh,
But
okay. So you want me to tell him real quick, Mr. Monty, or
no, you can finish making your point, Golden Boy, because we got to wrap it up. I gotta unplug this
okay.
thing.
So, but yeah,
Just
but that's all, you know. I just think that, you know, he knows that Manny's left him. Tim Bradley was a great fighter, future Hall of Famer, retired, you know. So a lot of those guys done moved on. So now he knows, like, these are my guys, Jose Ramirez and Butter. Those are my, I'm gonna hold, make sure they're good, hold them tight, make sure that they're taken care of. And as I do that, he's selling out Omaha. We're comfortable. So with that, you know that those guys are gonna be okay. So, you know, just like he said, he dealt with Don King. He ain't, if you could deal with Don King and a lot of the things that be on that piece of paper with Don King, you're fine as you get to the 80s and 90s dealing with Ray Leonard and then Floyd and yada 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 up until this point.
Yeah, say what's on that piece of paper. But hell yeah, man. I appreciate all my brothers.
Some stories.
Panel, man. Yeah, Don try to get him killed, man. It's a lot they going to that. But Black Horse, let them know where they can find you at, bro.
Me?
Nah, Black Horseman.
Oh
man, right here on
Mr.
YouTube,
Black.
man. Right here on YouTube, Black Horse Promotions. Got my website, blackhorsepromotions.com. And pretty much all social media platforms, man. But when I come on somebody's platform, man, it ain't about me. It's about your platform, Monty Brown. Y'all support, man. Everybody in the comments, man, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Show support to this guy, man. Donate to his channel, help it grow. And I appreciate you for having me on the panel, bro.
Always, bro. Let them know where they can find you at, Junior Golden Boy.
My name is Don Hollingsworth II, also known as Junior the Golden Boy. I want to say thank you to Mr. Money, thank you to Mr. J and Mr. Black for, you know, allowing me to share this forum with you guys and talk boxing and respecting me, feeling like my opinion was okay. And I appreciate it. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, all the same, Junior the Golden Boy. And you and my on Facebook, Don Hollingsworth II. So all y'all have a good night, man, and study them boxing tapes, man. Learn.
Facts. Let them know they can find you at, Jay.
Yo, what's going on, Boxing World, man? We hit y'all with another one, man. It's your boy Jay Chestnut, man. Mr. Talk That Shit, Mr. 813, Mr. Talk That Truth Boxing, man. You can find me on Facebook at Jay Chestnut. Find me on Instagram, Jay Chestnut1. You can find me on YouTube at Talk That Truth. That's TRUF Boxing, man. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, I already know, man. It's your boy Monty, man. Right here on YouTube, Monty Brown TV. On Instagram at Monty_the writer, and on Facebook at Monty Brown. And I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. From the bottom of my heart. Y'all be safe out there. Trap media, what's going on? Bud is a C+ fighter. Like I've been saying, overrated. Trap media, you go get your ass blocked for saying stupid shit like that. A C+ fighter. I guess you must have learned your ABCs as a kindergarten or something, man. He called Terrance Crawford a motherfucking C+ fighter. You make me not even want to talk to you no more, brother. But yeah, though, man, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. Wish y'all nothing but safe health and wealth. You know what I mean? We will be back with another one. You know. But hold on, but Junior Golden Boy, what would you say to this man that called Terrance Crawford? I'm gonna let you sign this one out. What would you say to this man calling Terrance Crawford a C+ fighter, man?
You that fat motherfucker drinking beer on your chair saying that he should have jabbed more. If I was him, I would have jabbed more.
You gotta
sit your fat ass down, man. You ain't never experienced no 3 minutes. And if Bud was standing across from you, you'll piss yourself. So shut up and push on.
That part. And we out here, man.